You're welcome back. Well, with me on the show tonight is the Commander General of the Nigerian Forest Security Service. It's a delight to have you here, Commander General.
Yeah, thank you, sir. It's a great honor as well to be here.
All right, so let's delve into the conversation right away. First, Nigerian forest has become like a major hideout for bandits and kidnappers. How effective has the Nigerian Forest Security Service been in reclaiming these areas?
All right, thank you, sir. We, the Nigeria Forest Security Service, popularly known as Forester, so we are drawn from the local communities, local hunters association that know the terrains within the forest and all the interconnectivities of all these forest linkages. This make it very easy for us to navigate the forest in area of gathering local intelligence to the constituted authority. That you agree with me that as a forester, we are the one replicating all the existing security structure within the forest corridor. How do I mean? We gather intelligence to the military on area of synergy for operation. In terms of prosecution and investigation, we are the one that represent the Nigeria police. In area of curbing drugs that are very inimical to the economy, to the system, we are the one that represent NDLA, because all these forest corridor, that is the route for these hard drugs. So we know all the forest terrain. This make our job to be very, very important to national security. And coming to the question, we have done a lot. Let me start from Northwest Kogi, for example. About 4 months ago, when there was a kidnapping of all this university in Nosara University in Kogi State, we are the one that went after all those kidnappers, and instantly there we were able to apprehend them, and the victim, about 11 out of 13, were released immediately. And also we went after them further before we got the remaining 2 released with the help of the military. But before military intervention, we have released 11 out of 13. This made Governor, His Excellency Governor Dodo of Kogi State to integrate the NFSS into state internal security within Kogi. As I speak now, about 1,050 of our members are already on the payroll of His Excellency in Kogi State. And when you go to Northeast, we are doing excellently well. We have successfully partnered with the military on area of operation, and with civil defense, there is a department called Agro Ranger Department of Civil Defense for the purpose of securing farmers in the bushes and within the forest corridor. 1,000 of our members are working with the Constitutional Authority for the past 6 years in Borno State. And also in Bauchi State, about 850 of our members too are also working with the Constituted Authority. So we are doing a lot of job. And with federal government, if you recall, about 2 years ago, there was an attack along the railway corridor. Since then, the Federal Ministry of Transportation has employed services of our members, like 100 of our members, guarding local intelligence across railway corridor in synergy with the police and with the military. So we are doing very greatly.
All right, Commander, let's talk in terms of deforestation in Nigeria. Nigeria tend to be the highest when it has to the whole world, when it has to do with deforestation.
Okay.
But then I'm curious, so what role is the Forest Security Service playing in order to address this concern?
Yeah, we as a forester, our major mandate is to secure the forest against banditry and all form of insecurity. But in security system, you must be able to collaborate and synergize. There is an organization or agency called Forest Guard. They are the one in charge of biodiversity and protection of ecosystem. But we have already collaborated. We have synergized in many cases. Like as we speak today, Nigeria has 17 national parks, 27 forest game, and 1,129 forest.
So, Commander, sorry to interject.
Yes.
So there's a difference between the Nigerian Forest Security Service and the Nigerian Forest Guard.
Yes.
Let's get that clear.
Not Nigeria Forest Guard.
All right.
Forest Guard.
Okay.
Forest Guard is just that is now a moribund agency because of lack of morale. Forest Guard have been in existence since 1930, even during the colonial master. It was after independence that they moved it to the State Ministry of Environment for the purpose of protection of ecosystem, endangered species. Like, so for example, now there are a lot of animals when we are growing up that we can see, but now they are no more in existence. It will be killed by hunters, by all these invaders, illegal pushing. These are the work of Forest Guard. But forest security, they are the one in charge of securing the forest that go beyond normal endangered species or biodiversity. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This thing happened in Brazil, it happened in Kenya. When Osama bin Laden was expelled from Sudan, after his attack then, he went to Somalia, and Somalia shared border with Kenya. This caused a lot of insecurity and infiltration because he organized his own camp in Somalia. They are now entering Kenya to perpetrate some attack. And the Kenya government came out with a policy that is as if the Forest Guard can no longer secure their vast forested area. So they now saddle the responsibility of biodiversity and the protection of ecosystems to Forest Guard, and they brought Kenya forest security. It was done also in Brazil. So I'm just saying this so to follow chain of event. So this is what has led to this, or this is what has led to that. So it's happening everywhere. There is difference between Forest Guard, there is difference between Nigeria Forest Security Service. Our mandate is to support the constituted authority in area of gathering local intelligence. But both of us are to work within the forested area.
So far, have there been measurable achievements in terms of combing banditry and insurgency within Nigerian forests?
Yeah, we have gathered a lot of, we have recorded a lot of success in our capacity, because right now approval has just been given by Mr. President for us to be coordinated by the NSC and the Ministry of Interior. But I'm telling Nigeria that the process of harmonization and integration into national security is ongoing. So as soon as we are fully gazetted, well harmonized, integrated, I believe Nigeria will see what the NFSS is bringing aboard. You understand what I'm saying? But period before the harmonization, I want to announce to Nigeria that we have been working assiduously with the constituted authority. I just mentioned our success story in Borno. I just mentioned the one in Bauchi. I just mentioned in Kogi and other part of the country. You saw some of the, okay, like 2 weeks ago, they killed one of your counterparts in Arise TV, the lady that was killed by armed robber. And the group that killed her, they were arrested. About 12 of them were arrested in Dede. And we are the one that are instrumental. We were instrumental to the arrest. We lay a security check for them to be apprehended. It was after we got them apprehended, we now alerted the police. So we have been working. But it's only that when you are not yet autonomous, you might not be able to go on air and announce your success story. So I'm assuring Nigeria, we know all the forest corridor, we know all the lists of the forests that are already on flashpoint in terms of banditry, in terms of all form of forest crime It's only that for us to be properly harmonized, integrated.
Well, Commander, let's look at the conversation from this angle. A lot of people, there's been a lot of speculations that says that a lot of Nigerian National Forestry Security Service, they understand the forest corridor, but then year in, year out, we tend to have high rising figures when it has to do with insecurity in the Nigerian forest. And a lot of people have alleged that the Nigerian Forest Security Service agents or members have been facilitating a lot of this crime. How will you react to this old speculation?
Is it facilitation or prevention?
Well, facilitation, because a lot of people will say that when we see uniform personnel in the forest putting on NFSS, they build a lot of trust, knowing fully well that they are uniform personnel and they will guide them and ensure that they are safe. But then, it is the reverse has been the case. When they see uniform personnel from the NFSS, they tend to be even on the contradictory end, knowing fully well that they can't trust this organization. But you want to quickly react to this. How can Nigerians trust the NFSS when we find ourselves in the forest? Can the NFSS safeguard the average Nigerian within the forest zone?
Okay, I'm surprised that this kind of question is coming up, because I've not heard it since inception.
Well, that's why some of us are journalists,
yes,
and we've been on the field trying to find out some of these things.
The issue is, I think that is probably public insinuation, if actually it really arises at all. Because how can you challenge underperform organization? How can you challenge an organization that they are underperform or they are not trustworthy when they have not even come on board at all? Remember, NFSS approval just came out less than a month now. That is this month. But I'm telling you that even prior to the approval, we have been working.
So let's take it as a voluntary organization.
It was voluntary.
Even as a voluntary platform.
As a voluntary organization, yes. You don't expect us to go to the forest without the approval of the police. So I can tell you, nobody, we are not working unilaterally. We work in line with the approval of the Nigeria police. We work in line with Nigeria of constituted authority. We can't just say because you are a security agency or you can this, you just go into the forest. No, we must, because we believe for police, they are the mother of all security in Nigeria. So anything we are doing, we relate with them. So maybe they are talking about another organization, not NFSS. NFSS has not even gotten official harmonization. We only secure approval. Mr. President just gave us the marching order that, okay, we should go and meet with the coordinating ministry. That is Minister of Environment and the NSA. And we are still working about how this thing will kickstart. So nobody will say, and let me tell you this, Nigeria wants solution just in a day. We have to respect this government under the leadership of our president and the leadership of NSA. They have done really pretty well. Let me tell you, Nigeria's security did not start today. It's an inherited battle. What Nigeria past government is supposed to have done, that is what Mr. President and the NSA are doing right now. I want to tell you, thank God you are a journalist, when Mama Gaddafi was in power, he worked with so many Tuareg soldiers. He recruited them from at least 5 major countries: Burkina Faso, Niger, Mali, Chad, and Sudan. Immediately Gaddafi died. What became the fate of all these people that work illegally with Mama Gaddafi? And according to international analysts, they said Gaddafi armory is one of the biggest armory in the modern day in the history of the world. This armory was looted, and as I speak now, out of more than 500 million arms and ammunition in Africa, 80% are in West Africa. Out of this 80% in Africa, in West Africa, more than 60% are in Nigeria. Meaning, we have more than 10 million arms and ammunition in circulation in Nigeria. It did not start today. So what Nigeria need to have done is what Mr. President is doing now and the NSA. For them to have created an organization that will be in charge of forest security. Okay, we have the military, the Nigeria police, and the almost 9 paramilitary. No one is saddled with the responsibility of maintaining forest security. We have the NIA, we have DIA, we have custom, immigration, NDLA, road safety, ICPC, and EFCC. Custom. Nobody is saddled with the responsibility of guarding local intelligence. But for Mr. President to have brought this idea, I think we need to appreciate him. We need to also appreciate the security advisor, national security advisor, in person of Madam Nuru Ribadu. So Nigeria problem did not start today. They are the one that are now providing solution to what has been battling or eating deep Nigerian national security.
Well, Commander General, let's talk about a lot of Nigerians are curious about the legality of the NFSS. They've questioned the legality, but then you are here with us. I also want to pose this to you. Is the NFSS right now a federal agency? That's on one hand. Can you even clarify us on the status of the NFSS right now, even in Nigeria? Because a lot of people are curious to know if NFSS has gotten approval from the government or not.
It's all over the media, and I don't really know.
That's why you're an authority in the field.
Yes,
Let's get you speak to this issue.
That is why let me first of all ask you about what the meaning of illegality, because the bill, I'm the one that sponsored the bill in the Senate, and it went through first reading, second reading. 103 memoranda were submitted during the public hearing. It was one that against the establishment. The remaining 102, one memorandum against. The remaining 102 memoranda supported the establishment. And they moved from third reading, they send it to the lower chamber. But you know, before a bill could be transmitted to Mr. President for assent, it have to be passed by one chamber and concurred by the other one. So after Senate has done their due diligence, it was transmitted. It's just, I have the transmission copy to House of Rep. It was concurred and transmitted to Mr. President. So who is now challenging the legality or illegality? So the issue of illegality does not arise here. I have not even heard that.
So from you now, right now, can we say that the NFSS is recognized even on the status, looking at it as a paramilitary organization? Has it been approved by the government?
That's what I'm saying. It's all over the
news. Or is it still being transmitted?
It has been transmitted. Approval has been given by Mr. President for the establishment of Nigeria Forest Security Service. As I speak to you, the special marshal has even undergone training. They are still in the training.
For the legality or otherwise?
In the legality, the National Assembly have done the legality. I'm the one that will tell you the concerned information, because I've been on this project for the past 9 years. This project started 2016. To be precise, April 17, 2016. It has been, it's not today. And I'm announced to you that before about 11 state governors can be working with us, you should know that they have trust in the organization, in the capacity and the competency of the organization.
Well, we have a lot of conversations to even delve in today, but
go ahead.
No, I've been saying that our time is fast spent, because we've never scratched the surface of all of this conversation. But just before I let you go, when a Nigerian finds a member of the NFSS on the field, as it stands right now, can Nigerians trust the NFSS to protect them within our reserves and the forest zones?
Let me tell you, sir.
The Nigerians are watching you at this point in time to know what your take is on this. Yes, can we trust the NFSS that our lives are safe when we get to the forest? You are the Commander General of the NFSS, and you should be able to give us a lineup, a heads up on what you think right now when we find you, so that we can hold you accountable when we find you on the field.
I want to say this.
Yes.
That before coming to your question, that we the NFSS, we are not saying we are superior to the military or the police. They are our parenting body. But what makes us different and distinct in our mandate is our understanding of the local terrain to gather military intelligence within the forested area. I'm not saying we are DIA or NIA, but we are the one representing their interests within the forest area. And not only the media, I just want to say on a general note that the general public, they need to trust in the capacity of our Mr. President, and by extension, the capacity and competency of all the paramilitary and the military. We, the NFSS, by God's grace, by the time we come fully on board, we will support national security to make sure that kidnapping and other form of insecurity is now gradually reduced. Let me tell you, anybody that come here that tell you that there will be no insecurity in any country, as far as human beings see, there will be insecurity. But what the government need to do is to reduce the level to BRS minimum. And I'm assuring you that NFSS is coming to fill in a gap in the national security in area of guarding local intelligence to reduce insecurity to the BRS minimum.
Well, Commander General, there are a lot of things we have to dissect here on this table, but I've been signaling right now that our time is fast spent. We've never scratched the surface of this conversation, which is very sad. But then we will have to invite you again to look at all of this in terms of your...
I can be here tomorrow.
We can invite you in terms of the operations of the NFSS. Know the operations, know your recruitment procedures, know the policy guides, know some of the old
maybe frameworks. I can quickly brush on
it. Because I'm missing that my time is far. I wish I have time to even allow you because this is part of the reason why we brought you here. Because there have been a lot of speculations and we needed to do clarity on some of this concern. So a lot of people will say that because you're a voluntary organization, you cannot really perform much and your hands are tied. But then I would have loved you to react to some of this concern about our time.
But with the policy of Mr. President, we will perform beyond expectation.
Well, we will get to bring you back again to talk about your recruitment process, because a lot of communities will say that the members of the Nigerian Forestry Security Service are becoming very rude, arrogant, and also very disrespectful because they are putting on the uniform.
They are not. They are not our members.
Well, we'll bring you back to talk about all of this.
We will bring you.
This is a national concern.
As soon as you are being enlisted,
yes,
you go for refresher training.
It's an issue of national concern. There's also a speculation. Also, there's also an issue that borders on the concerns about the fact that a lot of members of the national...
But it has not been published in any paper.
That's why we are journalists. That's why we have the facts.
We have
you here to clarify. We have the facts. So that's why we have to bring you back.
If you have a fact,
have to bring you back.
No, if you have a fact, you should be able to tell me the media where it is being published.
Well, that's why we have the facts. I don't talk about things I don't have.
Nobody can say we are.
I can show you. I can show you a video. I can show you a video in this regard.
Okay.
So that's why I said we have the facts. But then our time is fast spent. We have to bring you back again to at least help us make sense with some profile.
I'm assuring you, I've not seen all the video. Well, the video does not emanate from the Nigeria Forest Security.
No, it's not from Nigeria Forest. That's why I said that there's been speculations from Nigerians. No, it's not about for you to disagree or agree. There have been speculations. Of course, it is you to disprove or probably approve some of this fact that we have right now, even before our table. I want to say thank you so much, Commander General Osatimeyi Joshua, for being a part of Korero tonight. Thank you so much.
You are welcome, sir.
Well, viewers, this is how far we can go tonight on the show. I wish we have time to dissect a lot of conversations that are begging for answers here on this table. But then we will have to bring the Commander General back to also help us make sense with some of the issues that borders on the NFSS across Nigeria. Well, don't forget, my name is Godwin Sunday, and you can also follow us across all our social media platforms currently showing on your screen. And you can also download the Rapid TV app from your Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcast. Like I will always say, always remember that peace and unity are the pathways to progress. Do enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye for now.